So I was chatting in the comments with one of the people who has subscribed to my channel called Kitchen Worker, and we were talking about my last video where I had that bag of frozen peas that had gone slightly icy, because we all end up with that item that lurks at the bottom of either the cupboard, the fridge or the freezer, and ends up not being in as great a condition as it could be. And I made a comment that I was thinking about doing a video about sorting out my freezer, because with everything that's been going on with all my oleo hauls and just getting so much stuff, and also being a bit dodgy on my legs, I haven't really been keeping up with a kind of list of what is in my freezer. So that is today's video. We are going to have a route around in my freezer, see what we've got, see if we can come up with some kind of organisation for it. It's sort of organised, you know, veg at the bottom, certain things there, but it's not fully, I don't know what I've got on the back of it. So this video, we're going to clean out, see what we've got, and see if we can come up with some meal ideas for the next couple of weeks. Let's have a look inside the freezer. So here we have the fridge freezer. So the door section is mostly, look at all these bananas. Now I do make banana bread quite often. Let me just change the angle of this. That's better. So I do make banana bread often. I made some recently, so that's all there. So I'm not going to collect any bananas from anywhere for a good long while. These are going to last me for a good few months. I don't mind the bananas in the freezer. If you've watched my banana bread video, you will see how easy it is you just leave them to defrost, squeeze out the innards of the banana. It's great. It's quite satisfying in a weird old way, but it ends up working brilliantly in my banana bread. So this section I'm not too worried about. It's here. More specifically, these bottom ones here. So I've got in here like loads of bags of veggies, and there's more peas down there. I wonder if they're as in bad a condition as the peas from last time. Eek. Okay, so we've got those down there. We've got some more stuff down there. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm literally, apart from the ice cream, which I'll probably just take out for a minute, and the lollies, and stick back in for a few minutes. This is not anything bad. It is just ginger that I saved, so I'm going to pop that up in the top because it is easier to have the ginger in there. So I'm going to take all this out. I'm going to make a list. I'm going to see what we've got. So I'm going to crack on with that. First thing first though, I had this, I drank some of it and then realised I'd kept it in the fridge for a little, you know, for a couple of days open. So I tested it, it was fine before I put it in the freezer, but I would love an idea of what to do with this. Any ideas? Put them in the comments. This is similar to the vegetable stir fry I made recently. You can see it does go a bit grim looking, but oh, there goes the beeps. But refresh it, it was absolutely fine. So I'm going to carry on and I will show you what we end up with, because I'm literally just going to spread it all over the kitchen table. Okay, whoops is what I'm going to say. There's stuff in here that I've had for a little while. Oh, I apologise for this over here. I was making some jam before. No, don't ask me to make a video on making jam because I'm not that great at it. I kind of just bung everything in a pan, cook it all down, add some sugar, add some lemon juice, hope that it works, and then stick it in jars. And often it's a bit runnier than it should be. So no, I will not be doing an expert thing on jam making, but that has just been sprayed. So that the splashes, because inevitable it gets everywhere. So ignore that. I'll do that. We'll come round here. So who does this? Come on, own up in the comments. Who has got a bag of something and then got a second bag that's open as well? So first thing first is I'm going to have to combine these two bags together. Whoops. Second thing, you end up with 7,000 of similar thing. Sausages, 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 chorizo sausages, they're slightly different. So this one, so I want comments on sausage recipes. Obviously, these are all vegetarian sausages and things like that if you've watched the channel before. So yeah, recipe ideas for sausages would be very good. We've got a couple of packs of mince, that other pack of peas that was lurking in the bottom, some varieties of burgers, some meatballs, all this veg at the back is things that I've got in oleo boxes that I have either just chucked in or diced up, or this is some of my homegrown stuff which I have frozen. This is some homegrown stuff. This is oleo sliced greens. This is spinach bowls that I make. So if I get any spinach, I think one of the problems that I have is I just don't maybe suck the air out of these. Has anybody got one of those food savers, you know, that sucks the air out of things? Are they worth getting, or does it generate too much plastic waste? Let me know. This deadly pile over here is stuff that I've made and frozen. Some of it is not even the right thing. So the things that I know are, that's definitely mash. Now this is a lentil dal that I made a few months ago. So I found that. So I'm putting that aside because that's a curry-ish flavour. And then what else did I find? I think it's this one. We have to do the sniff test. Yeah, that smells curry-ish. So spicy. I'm putting those together. They're going to be combined somehow for tea. I've got some cooked chickpeas here. That's going to be thrown in with that for tea. So that's there over there. I've got a few soups left that I've made in the past. Some potatoes that I've done in the past, so they could be used up. This is the last of my pesto, so that won't be lasting very long. I did make a spring onion pesto, which turned out really good. So if you want more of an onion vibe pesto, that was quite good. So you just sub out the basil or whatever green leaves you are and put in some spring onions, but just be careful that your blender can cope with the stringiness of the spring onions, so chop them up small. I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna have a root. Problem is, oh right, okay, this looks tomato based. I'm doing the sniff test. I'm not 100% certain. It may just be one of those defrost mystery teas. This is some kind of casserole. I'm not sure what. Leftover garlic. Garlic's great to freeze. This isn't a pasta. This looks more like a chicken stew. There's no pasta in there. Like I say, we're going to have mishmash food one night, I think, this week. I think it's going to have to be the creamy pasta, the casserole, and this with some potatoes. And just see what happens. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down everything I've got. Now, if you wanted to, and I have done this before, if you saw a freezer video I did ages ago, I think it was about January time, I went through and I had a lovely list that I printed off, but my printer's completely bust at the moment. And I would go to the local library, but the local library's computer network's down, so I can't even do that. So I'm just going to make myself a basic list on a pad that Chris got for free on a course he was on recently. And I'll show you my list when I'm finished. And then see if we can come up with some more meals for the rest of the week. Right, okay, I hope you can read my writing. So I've made my list. So the first thing I've done is I've put down all my proteins. I put my veggie nuggets on the side there because I call them a non-protein main. You'd use them as the main part of your meal, but they're not, wouldn't necessarily be a protein. So I put down all my proteins. Then I've listed all my veg. And then I've listed my other stuff. Now, you'll notice on this side that the majority of my pre-made meal things are not there because they are here. So that's tonight's tea, which is all the curry smelling things. And this is tomorrow night's tea, which will be potluck, get what you're given, it is what it is. We liked it before, that's why we froze a portion of it. So we're having it again. Goodness knows what that will be. I might post it on my Instagram as to what we ended up having. I'll let you know. So back to this. The things I've got starred here, the diced root veg, the sprouts, the carrots and the beets, and a bit of the sliced greens. So 1 packet of the sliced greens have gone in the bottom drawer, and that is going to be saved for Christmas. Now you might think I'm mad, it's only October, but saving for Christmas, but then those veggies are done. I don't even have to think about them. The diced root veggies stuff I've grown from the garden that I got from the Olio, so that'll be quite nice as a side. Sprouts I've only had for a short while. Can't remember when I got those, but like they came in a Morrison's box, I think. Carrots and beets, sliced greens, they will all be absolutely fine for a couple more months. They're no frosting with those whatsoever, so they are all cool. Now what I've done, I'll take it over to the freezer. So top shelf is all the proteins, well, the majority of the proteins. So we've got all the sausages on this side, we've got all the burgers on that side. I've tucked in my little ice blocks that I always keep. My tofu, back of there is the mince unbelievable, so the mince like proteins and the shawarma. Ice cream's all over on that side. These at the front, because these are the last little bits of garlic and pesto that need using up of the general pesto. And this shelf here is the use it soon or else it needs to go in the bin shelf, which I do not want to do. So I think we're probably going to go for, with this root veg casserole bag, it's going to be bung me in the slow cooker, have a look at what else is in here, add it all to it. Slow cooker meal. Easily done. Might chuck the mash in there because there's only a little bit of it. And that could even be a thickener for the soup. Could put some of the greens in there, some broccoli in there. There's absolutely tons in there that I can throw in. We've got some roasted carrots off at the side. And because we have got this meat, sorry, down here, because we've got this meat, the char-grilled chicken, which is really, really nice, I think possibly roast dinner this weekend might be good. So tonight's tea, tomorrow's tea, and Thursday's tea. Now Thursday's shopping day, because today's Tuesday, so Tuesday will be the curry, Wednesday will be the mishmash tea, Thursday is going to be take it out in the morning, bung it all in the slow cooker, have it for tea after doing shopping. Excellent. So that's 3 teas sorted and a bit of a clear out and a possible 4th meal. Brilliant. I think I'm getting somewhere. Okay, my brain's a bit baffled now. So many sausages. Unbelievable balance of sausages. I think we've probably got about 40 sausages, individual sausages in there somewhere. That's just ridiculous. So sausage recipes. Brilliant. Anything else you can think I can do with any of the rest of those meals, I would be much appreciated. And if somebody comes up with a brilliant idea and or we have a few really good ideas, then I will video them and we will pop them on YouTube, and you can see what your ideas came out as a result in the cooking. So let me know in those comments below. I look forward to hearing them. Thank you for watching. Remember, this is the channel trying to get by, because that's what we are all trying to do. And I will see you next time.